Oh my. So, this is hard. It seems that it was made in 1998. Wait.
Hey, sorry you haven't heard from me in a while. I've been busy trying to find out about this place. You're
Wait, can
not
I
gonna
pause?
believe me, and I don't even know if I really believe it myself, but I guess a part of me must, because I'm going. It's far, on an abandoned road, a few miles from that power plant in the mountains. It was hard to find anything about it. I started on message boards, and I ended up in a chat room talking with people who know people who know people who've gone. They said a lot of crazy stuff, but the one thing that they all agreed on is that in that house, there's a room that can take you to the other side, to see the people that you've lost again. The thing is, no one who's gone has ever come back, and that's why I'm writing you. Not for advice, not to get you to talk me out of going. Actually, by the time you read this, I'll already be there. I just wanted to let you know, in case I don't come back. That way you won't be wondering where I've gone. Either way, you don't have to worry about me anymore. I'm sorry, but I don't have any other choice. I just can't keep going on not knowing.
Whoa. Oh. Controls. Let me just go to modern. I have different outfits? I don't know what this is, but definitely looks like a vibe. Seems that I can also be a furry. I don't know how this game is gonna go, but just know it probably might scare the shit out of me.
Sometimes I wonder if I spend more time thinking about death than the average person. My grandfather died a while back. I know it happens to everyone, but it almost feels like I'm obsessed. It's frustrating. No matter what I try, my thoughts always circle back to the one thing I can't control: my own mortality. I came all the way out here not knowing if I'll get the answers I need. I just hope it's worth it.
Me too, Sam. Me too. I hope that this journey will teach us both about death. You see, 2 years ago, I lost my grandma. She means the world to me. And even though I lost her, I just kept moving. Why can't I get in this tall grass? It's over here. It's solidly blocked off, not getting in here. Okay. There are piles of cut wood. It looks like it's been there for years. What's over here? Diary. Pleasure Beach. 1. I finally went to explore Pleasure Beach today. It's been on my list forever, and the forecast was perfect. But unsurprisingly, I ended up over my head. When I got there, everything was pretty normal. There were folks on the shore having a picnic, enjoying the beautiful summer day, and the usual kids messing around on the playground across the street. I grabbed my camera, locked my car, and started making my way across the land bridge. It took me 30 minutes to cross, longer than I expected. The island seemed to be completely empty, so I began searching through the abandoned homes, confident in my solitude. So many of them were destroyed. Roofs and walls collapsed from years of disregard. Some houses so decrepit that I couldn't even enter. But there was just enough left that I began to really feel bad for these people. They had no time to pack and leave. Family photos were strewn across the floors, and belongings were still packed in drawers. I even saw a table that looked like it had been set for dinner, however many years ago. My sympathy turned into suspicion as I ventured further. Many of the houses had the same red graffiti in the attics, markings and symbols I had never seen before. I assumed it was just from kids messing around, but something about it began to trigger my paranoia. I noticed the sun was setting as I reached the end of the residential area. It was strange. I couldn't have sworn it had been only a couple of hours. The last time I checked my watch, it was before noon, but now the clock read 7:30 p.m. I brushed it off as just losing track of time. It was frustrating. I hadn't even gotten half of the town, but I knew I had to head back. The land bridge would be submerged soon, if it wasn't already. Sure enough, as I turned the corner to where I had entered earlier, I was greeted by nothing but the sea. The entire land bridge was underneath. I was stuck and alone. Or so I thought. Huh? Let's see if I can go to the front door first. You know, it's always good to knock first. It's locked. Notice, condemned. Yeah, I figured. Hello? Survival guide, flash. Some areas are too dark to see without help. You can use the camera flash without consuming ammo by pressing RB. Do I have to equip it? I do. See, sometimes my brain, it just works in mysterious ways. Diary. Pleasure Beach too. Oh, okay. It was darker than any night I could remember. The island was far enough offshore that there was no light pollution, and in almost no time I was wandering in pitch blackness. It was cold too. The breeze coming over the water contrasted heavily with the mild weather earlier that day. I didn't have much of a plan, but I knew that if I was stuck, I would have to find a place to stay warm. I made my way back into the houses, which were not much more terrifying at night. I turned to look down the street and froze mid-step. I could barely see due to the lack of light, but it looked like another person was standing there, right in the middle of the street, staring at me, motionless. I tried to rationalize, but in that situation my sanity was already being tested. I called out to them with a strained,
Hello?
praying to God that it was just some teenager and not whatever nightmare my mind was conjuring. No response, no movement, nothing. I looked around and noticed something. Some of the windows in the attics of the houses looked like there was dim light coming from them. Candles, maybe? But I'd been here all day. I didn't see anyone. It didn't make any sense. As every possible scenario, none of which seemed to end well for me, raced through my mind, one rational thought broke through and reminded me. I had my camera. I could trigger the flash on demand, without using the little film I had left to illuminate my surroundings. I was so scared, I almost didn't want to. What if there really was something there, and using my camera would only alert my presence? Finally, I pressed the flash trigger. Everything around me lit up, and I saw nothing. The figure in the road was gone. The light coming from the windows, gone. It was just a silent, long dead town, and me. The rest of the night was uneventful. I used my camera flash to navigate the ruins. Found the closest house with 4 intact walls, locked the door to one of the bedrooms, and fell asleep against the wall. I woke up the next morning and booked it back across the land bridge. I don't think I'll go back to the pleasure beach. Eh? Narcissus and Goldman. Herman Hus. He thought that all men trickled away, changing constantly, until they finally dissolved, while the artist created images remained unchangeably the same. He thought that the fear of death was perhaps the root of all art, perhaps also of all things of the mind. We fear death. We shudder at life's instability. We grieve to see the flowers wilt again and again, and the leaves fall. And in our hearts we know that we, too, are transitory and will search for laws and formulating thoughts. It is in order to salvage something from the great dance of death, to make something that lasts longer than we do. Perhaps the woman after whom the master shaped his beautiful Madonna is already wilted or dead. And soon, he too will be dead. Others will live in his house and eat at his table, but his work will still be standing, hundreds of years from now, and longer. It will go on shimmering in the quiet, cloistered church, unchangeably beautiful, forever smiling with the same sad flowering mouth. Interesting. Just as I thought. I've only been playing 6 minutes. I probably should keep the cigarettes. Okay, I know nothing about this. Oh lord. Not sure why they even needed all these mannequins. Yeah, I'm trying to figure that out too. It's locked, with a pretty heavy-duty one at that. I don't know why, but I feel like I'm gonna get scared. I only have 24 pictures, so I don't think I should be taking any that is, like, irrelevant. You know what I'm saying? I didn't mean to do that. In fact, I scared myself doing that, because I was just like, holy shit, what am I gonna take a picture of? Say cheese. Oh. I didn't go through here yet. Oh my... I don't want to go. But I have to. Okay, what the fuck is in here? I will take that bandage. Select an item from your inventory, choose combine from the project. Yeah, whatever. Use bandage statistics to make first aid kit. Okay. I played these games before. Some dining ware. Alright, cool. Even though I can perfectly see in here, I'm just trying to make sure, you know, this is another place. All these paintings seem to be of the same place. A massive library. Father's Journal 2? What was Father's Journal 1? We went to see a doctor today. Well, okay. Seeing as I went to go see a doctor, let me go find Father's Journal. Can I find Father's Journal 1 up here? Why is there just a clock here? This is where I found this journal? Bedroom poem. Only a few days to notice how you used to be. The changes were minor at first. Forgetting your ring. Leaving your keys. Staring into nothing. Like you knew it was coming. And I saw it all too late. The bed you were buried in. Trying not to be seen. Ghosts in white coats. What a terrible thing. Strangers' goodbyes. Dreams of hearing you sing. The hour burns forever. 12:15. Not yet. Not gonna hold you. This entire place. Not liking it. This is where I found this journal? This is Father's Journal 3. Where's Father's Journal 1? I want to read in chronological order. I'm not one of these fucks who reads like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 4. Skips to 3 parts and they're like, oh my gosh. Who is Joseph Joestar? Like, no, I don't do that. Give me Father's Journal 1 so I can catch up with the lore. Wait, I know how to read a clock. Oh, but I don't know how to put the actual...
Huh. 12:15.
Now what is in here? Please tell me it's Father's Journal number 1. How do you shoot so much video? Bro, that's what I'm saying. This whole site is trips, vacations, and events. Rose Baby Shower, John and Rose Carnival, Rose Beach 1985. This is an emblem part. I'll take it. A painting named Rose is engraved at the bottom. It feels beautiful and sad at the same time. Say cheese. I have a feeling that I'm gonna find Father's Journal inside where the spirit is at. Let's go. Please not be in here. Okay, they're not in there. This is Father's Journal. I finally put the pieces together the day you asked where John was. At first I was confused, thinking maybe you forgot his exact address and wanted to send a letter. I laughed and replied with the address of the home our son had been living in for the past 2 years, with his wife and our new grandchild. I won't ever forget the look you gave me, perplexed and confused. You asked, what is he doing there? When I told you that he moved there for his job, the expression on your face darkened. I could tell that something wasn't adding up for you. But you just slowly shook your head and walked away. How could you forget that? I knew you were both getting on in years, forgetting little things that was understandable. We had gone to meet our granddaughter only months ago. I wanted to believe it was just a momentary confusion. To this day, I still wish I was right. Father's Journal 2. We went to see a doctor today. At last. It's hard to make it out all the way to the city. When we were younger, it seemed like such a charming idea to have a house so isolated. It was our own little world. Now, just getting groceries in the town is a hassle. I made the appointment and made sure you were ready to go. I could tell you didn't know why we had to. You didn't think anything was wrong. I've always had my head in the clouds. I'm fine. You're overreacting. You would tell me over and over. I didn't even want to think about whether you remember the reason why it was necessary. We're waiting on the scan results now, but based on how you were with the doctor, I'm not hopeful. You had trouble answering his questions. and kept looking to me for answers. God, why was this happening so fast? I held your hand over the stick shift as I drove home while you cried, softly to yourself. I can't help but hate myself for thinking it, but I think we're close to the end. How did this happen so quickly? Only months ago, the sounds of your voice, of your singing filled the house as you tidied up. Did the dishes cooked for us? Now you barely get out of bed. Something inside of you has broken. Half the time you were looking at me and see a stranger, but you won't acknowledge it. You just turn over in bed and try and go back to sleep. I wonder what you dream of. I hope it's of the last fragments of our beautiful life together. Alright, Father's Journal 3 is probably gonna break me, so prepare. I might either cry or die. We just have to figure out what's gonna happen next. I am alone in this house now. All I have left are the keepsakes of a long life together. Oh, Rose. Looking at your young face smiling and laughing on grainy film is a poison that sours my heart by the day. Seeing you alive but knowing you are gone is more than I can bear. At least I have our memories. Shh. Then let me stop delaying the inevitable and let me go on to the survival side of the game. Okay, now this is the part where I might get scared. We've had an hour to prepare. Now it's time to face the inevitable. A huge bed draped in stale sheets that haven't moved in years. Empty pill bottles and some serious medical equipment. Oh, shit. Can I take a picture for the road, though? Attic key. I know exactly where I need to go. I wonder if, I don't wonder, actually. I have no questions right now. I'm just trying to pass the time by talking. Oh! I think this is the attic. Yes. Alright. This is a very interesting shift in tone. Torn paper. The message seems hastily scribbled. If this is real, if this place is what they say it is, I don't even know how I'll feel. Will it answer the questions that I and everyone who has ever lost someone has spent so long asking? And what if it does? Will that change anything? If I don't come back and someone finds this, I tried my best. Had to take a pic for the Insta. Follow me on Instagram, Sam_nobody. There's an empty relief where it looks like an object would fit. You know what? God damn it, you're right. Get the emblem. Come back to me. I'll keep the SIGs on me in case, like, I run into some, like, ethereal being from the afterlife who's like, I haven't smoked one in years. Give me a... I can't say that word because that's politically incorrect. But the English use it for some reason. Wait! What if it's Rose? Hallelujah! Okay, so what the hell is down here? These are shelves fully stocked, and everything is covered in a heavy layer of dust. There's quite a stockpile. I wonder if they were survivalists. I mean, yeah, but also if you keep in mind, they do live out in the country, so I'm pretty sure they will want to stock so then they don't have to go to the grocery store every single time. What the hell's going on over here? Father's Journal 4. I have to get up early to finish packing, but I can't sleep. I heard ungodly noises coming from the attic. I'm going to take a look. I haven't been up there in years. Not like I have anything left to lose. Alright. Mr. Door, I got your key. And it's not really a key, but it's an emblem that I combined. Placing the heart emblem to the slot seems to unlock the door.
The air feels colder all of a sudden. Something is changed. If I go through this door, I may not come back.
I have a working theory. So now that I have unlocked this door, there might be a lot of things that change about this house. Okay, so I'm afraid that I was wrong, that anything changed inside this house. Huh. This seems pretty normal. Nothing out of the ordinary. Okay. The knob is solely broken and won't turn. The door looks weak, but there's nothing behind it. So what do you think I should do? Like, should I just go back where I came? Okay, so there seems to be a connection here. And the connection's all the way at the bottom. So, whoa. Oh, I was trying to take a picture. Fuck! Fuck, I can't take a picture. Okay. Alright. Sam, look behind you.
What just happened? All those stairs, and what was that thing chasing me? Now I'm somewhere. If this is the afterlife, it's not what I was expecting. Regardless of my expectations, I can't go back the way I came. Good. I'm not leaving until I get answers.
You're so brave, Sam. Because I was going to leave regardless. We weren't even going to hit that haunted house. I would have seen the haunted house and I would have been like, oh, yay! I have a 6 o'clock to go to. This is another safe point? Wait, can I view that book? That book thing right here? Yes. A massive, ancient-looking tome with pages from out the middle. I can't make out the text. The letters look like nothing I've seen before. Okay, we're in the Eldritch Gods world. I might be able to meet Cthulhu here, but not today. Maybe in the next video.